mistakes, had to overcome, but we had to make the plays. We made the plays. Just an incredible play there at the end of the 2-point play. So, how about North Carolina? Man, I mean, what can you say about that group? I mean, unbelievable effort, and that's what happens. I mean, when you give a team momentum, and all of a sudden they're in a game like that. I thought their plan was excellent as far as trying to really slow the game down. They make us put long drives together and see if we could not make mistakes, and we proved that we were very capable of making mistakes. Lots of penalties, the turnover. You put a 9-play drive or 10-play drive together, get nothing, miss a field goal. Just a lot of critical. The first 3rd and 1, we got 2 downs to get the 1 yard, and we throw the ball out on the screen, and we easily got it. We don't have situational awareness. We don't get the 1 yard. We're trying to hit a home run instead of just take a single. And so just didn't do some good things there. And probably, we needed to hand the ball off there. And the two downs to get 1 yard, so then we missed field goal. And then we come back, we got a 3rd and 1, jump offside. And we jump offside again. So it's just we just couldn't really get out of our own way. Missed a few plays, but again, their plan was to play a lot of 4-man, 2 safeties, see if we'd just be patient. And and then if we didn't get anything, all of a sudden now you've taken some time, and then they're huddling up and kind of slowing the game down, and it made just enough plays. Obviously for them, defensively played pretty good. We had the big play right out of the gate. They had a nice script there to open the game, and kind of caught us napping out there, and had a big play on AJ, and then we fumbled the ball and gave them the ball. They hit us on a little counter, and they get a score there. So just a couple of big plays on their part, but just man, I'm gonna tell you, as the longer the game went and the closer that it was, and they're still in the game, opportunity to win it. I thought they played with tremendous heart, tremendous effort. But I knew that. I knew coming in. I told our guys, these guys are good enough to beat us. They're good enough to beat anybody in this league, no doubt. Now they got to play well, and they've got to take care of the ball. They did. They had no turnovers. We had a chance for an interception a couple of times, and we didn't make the play. For them, they were going to have to play a pretty clean game, and they did. I thought they played really, really well. That quarterback, man, I like him. That's why we offered him. He's tough. He's gritty. He's a great competitor. He just kind of found the guy. That's what he does. He kind of improvises and makes some plays, but so lots of credit to North Carolina and Coach Brown. You can again see that he's got them believing in what they're doing and playing with tremendous heart and tremendous effort. But at the end of the day, it's about winning, and we found a way to win the game. And again, whether you win by 1 point or 50 points, it's a win. It's kind of like when I make a birdie in golf. Most time when I make a birdie, it usually hits off a tree and runs across the green, hits off the golf cart, bounces back up there close to the flag, and I put it in, and I write 3 on my scorecard. There ain't no pictures on the scorecard. So a win is a win, and I'd rather learn lessons with a win than learn with a loss any day. So again, credit to our guys. Super proud of them. This will be a game. I think it was almost a year ago to the day that we had the battle with Syracuse last year. I mean, almost right about now. And that team went on to win the national championship. So this is 1 week, and in college football, that's all that matters. It's a week-to-week deal. It's hard to win, and when you can go on the road and win, and especially when you maybe don't play your best game, I give our guys a lot of credit. So I'm excited that we got an open date. We got 2 weeks to get ready for Florida State. They got 2 weeks to get ready for Clemson. But we're 5-0 after August and September. So when we get back to play, it's October, and it's moving fast. We're almost halfway through the season here, and again, we're 5-0. Not many teams out there that don't have a blemish yet. So we're super proud of where we are. But we got to get better. We got to get better. Got to coach better. And so again, I'm glad we got the open day and the opportunity for us to get back to work. And we'll be excited to play at home against Florida State here in a couple weeks.
Coach, did it surprise you at all that Mac decided to go for the win instead of playing for
No, I wasn't surprised. In fact, we talked about it. I was glad they called timeout because I was getting ready to call timeout. And but I told Brant because we wanted to coach up our 2-point. I told him I said they're going to go for 2. They score right here. We told the defense, and I was going to call timeout, but they called timeout when they scored there, so it gave us an opportunity to kind of get our 2-point thoughts together. So we did. That was one of the things Brent said. We're probably going to get the speed option, put the ball in the quarterback's hands and see if they could find a crease on us. But what a play! I guess it was Chad and maybe Xavier Thomas. It was a heck of a play right there. And again, it came down to one play. And that's what happens a lot of times. And he made the play that we had to make to win the game. And how about the third down, the throw by Trevor to T? And I thought Trevor was gritty. I thought he settled. He showed unbelievable leadership. They forced us to run him a little bit, and man, he ran tough. He made some really key move the chains plays for us, and the touchdown on 3rd and 3. They were giving us numbers, and so we knew we'd have one more right there. It was just a matter of getting in there, and I thought that was a heck of a play for us. But the throw to T. We got a good matchup on, I think it was 21, I believe. We got a good matchup, and great play, great throw, great play. But as far as the totality of the game, just a lot of mistakes and a lot of things we can learn from. But again, much more thankful that we can learn from it with a win than a loss, and we're very fortunate that we were able to win the game.
You mentioned the mental errors, and then of course North Carolina played well, but what can you mainly attribute some of the offense never finding any consistent movement, and Justin Ross was kind of invisible the final 3 quarters, and there wasn't a lot of running lanes for the guys today?
Again, just rhythm, penalties. Those are critical when you don't get the first down. You don't get a new set of downs when you got situations. It's 3rd and 1, and you're in a great spot, and now it's 3rd and 6, and again they played a lot of coverage, but we had Justin. We had him a couple times, and we just missed him. We missed him for a touchdown going into this end zone down here. Had him. We just missed the throw, and then we had him another time over on the seam, and he almost caught it. It was a little high, but he got 2 hands on it. We don't make the play right there. So he had 3 plays, and I think he had 3 catches, but it's just one of them games. Just the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and mistakes add up and lead to missed opportunities that you don't get in a ball game. Give them credit. Again, they outplayed us for most of the game.
Is there a singular issue there with the false starts?
Say that again?
Is there like a singular issue there with the false
Just
starts?
a lack of discipline. I mean, we knew coming in they were going to stem. They were going to stem their fronts. They were going to plug the backers, and just a lack of discipline, lack of poise, lack of focus.
Yeah, well, I know you didn't script it this way, but did you find learning points from the adversity you guys faced today to teach the team?
Yeah, oh man, absolutely. I mean, if it's easy all the time, I mean, it's not easy to win. Again, I know that we're supposed to just destroy everybody. Like nobody else has scholarships, nobody else has coaches. We're just these perfect. It doesn't work that way. We're just normal people. I mean, there's nothing special about us. I mean, we just go week to week, try to battle, find a way to win. And we're not perfect. We don't coach perfect. Unfortunately, we don't play perfect every down, every game. But hey, we found a way to win a kind of an ugly game in a lot of ways. But it's disrespectful to just put it all on us. I mean, you got to give them some credit. Man, those kids played their heart out, and they coached their hearts out, and they played with tremendous will to win. And but I'm proud of my guys because they found a way when we had to have it. We found a way. And that's a lot of pressure on those guys. It's a lot of pressure on them. For them to show the poise under that pressure at the most critical time, that's our heart, and that's our culture. So just definitely lots of learning lessons. I mean, we watch this tape. There's so many. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I mean, we had 12 men. We had 12 men off the sideline. We don't have stuff like that. And ETN and Linjay, both thought they were in the game. That's coaching. That's on us. That's stupid stuff. And then I had to use a timeout on the goal line because we had our call on. So it's everything. It's across the board. There's lots of lessons that we're going to learn. We learn every week. we learn. When we win big, we learn lessons. When we win close, we learn lessons. When we lose, we learn lessons. We always try to learn and get better. And boy, when we watch this tape, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of good teaching opportunity. And again, I'm glad we got an open day. Get healthy, get rested, kind of reset a little bit, and hopefully get ready to make a run. I mean, we got all of our goals are still there. Got a chance to win this division. That's our next goal. And we've got 2 road wins. Not easy to do. So I'm just really proud of where we are after this point. But we got to get better. I mean, we got to. It's going to get tougher and tougher, and we're going to have to play a lot better, for sure.
Do you have an update on Tanner?
No, nothing to say. Right now, other than he just couldn't come back in the game. I think it was his hamstring strain.
Considering the relationship with Coach Brown, what do you try to express after this one to him?
Oh, I just told him, awesome job, tremendous job. I told him the same thing. I thought you guys outplayed us, and just I know you're proud of your team. So good luck the rest of the way. That's really it.
Coach, I think
You,
you're.
Dabo, you mentioned Trevor showed a lot of grit in this game and running maybe a little bit more, but in the passing game, still not in rhythm.
Well, they played a lot of coverage. Again, they played tons of coverage. Their plan was to make us run the ball, and we weren't efficient enough, with the penalties. I mean, we couldn't stay on schedule like we need to. At times, we ran the ball well. Did a lot of good things. I mean, like we ran 9 yards, and it'd be, I think it was second 2, and then we fumbled the ball the next play or something like that. I mean, it was just very inefficient, and those things catch up with you and affect your rhythm in the game. But we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Coach, I think it's 20.
There's no reason to panic. We're going to be all right.
I think you're 25-4 in 1-score games. Does that sound right, Ross? So, does that belief and confidence just kind of carry over from year to year with your players?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our guys know how to win. They know how to win, and that's our culture. We're built for games like that. And, North Carolina's going to get there. Mac will get them there. That'll be a game he can use to teach and inspire and motivate because they ran with us. They played with us. They played their hearts out. Again, probably outplayed us. But again, at the end of the day, you don't get style points about winning. And, our guys have learned how to win. And they've learned how to win close games. They've learned how to win big games. Last year, like I said, we were a team that went to the playoffs and won one game by 27, another one by 28, and it was the same team that we barely beat Syracuse. Probably had another game or so in there. We barely beat Texas A&M. Remember? What's wrong with us? Ain't nothing wrong with us. We just college football. We just trying to get better. Just 1 week at a time, and you try to find a win. That's what we did. And, we got a lot we got to improve, but I like the guys we got. Wouldn't trade them for anybody. We got a good group of committed young people in that locker room that care. And when you have people that care, you get better. We'll get better.
Would you be surprised if you guys played North Carolina again if y'all make it to the ACC championship?
No. I think they can be. They're undefeated. Well, they got 1 loss now. I told our guys, I was like, these guys got the same opportunity we got. I mean, they want to win their division, and they still can win their division. This is not a division game for them, so it's a loss in the conference, but they still, they can beat anybody in their division. They can beat anybody in this league. There's no doubt in my mind, if they stay healthy. They don't have great depth, but they've got enough to beat anybody in this league. So nothing would surprise me.
Can you share a little more about the 2-point conversation or the conversation before it, and I guess Venables expected?
Yeah, we just talked about 2 or 3 things that we thought that they might do on a 2-point situation. And first of all, we talked about, hey, they're probably going to go for 2. Just didn't want to be caught asleep right there. And I was going to actually, like I said, use a timeout, but they ended up calling timeout, so we had an opportunity to kind of talk about it. But one of the things we talked about was probably going to be a speed option, probably try to get outside there. And we felt good about the matchup right at us, with our people for 3 yards. It was a good play call. Again, we just made it was a great play call. I just think we made a great play. Our guys made the play that was necessary in that moment.
Seems like Trevor's taken a lot of hits physically. Is he fully healthy right now?
Oh yeah, it's football. I mean, this ain't two-hand touch. He's gonna get hit. Yes, he's great. He didn't get touched last week. He didn't even break a sweat. He didn't. Nobody touched him. He only think he got a grass stain on him. So yeah, he's in great shape. But he took a few licks tonight. But that's the way it is. He ain't in a bubble. I mean, we got to do a better job. I'm anxious to watch the tape because there was a few protection breakdowns that got us, and he did a good job on a couple of them getting rid of the ball. Kind of bailed us out a little bit, where they kind of had us in a sack situation, but he was able to get rid of it. Made a great scramble over to the left, and we hit. I guess that was T on the sideline. Then we ended up scoring on the quarterback counter there, but. He made some great plays. Again, missed a couple. But we're just going to keep getting better. I mean, when you got the type of guys that we have, like I said, that really care and they're really committed, you're going to get better. And we got an awesome group of coaches. But today was a tough day. Today was a tough day at the office, no doubt. Fortunate to win. Very, very blessed to be able to win this game. No doubt. We'll take it. Move on. Onward.
Is this a series you'd like to play more than once every 8 years?
Yeah, I mean, this is my 17th year in Clemson, and I've only been here twice now. So it's kind of a crazy deal, but yeah, I mean, I think it's great. I mean, I love playing conference games, but, they talk about all that stuff every year. Whatever they want to do, hey, just tell me. It's not my job. I'm just going to coach. I'm playing 8 games, 9 games, change the divisions, go to 3. What do you call it? Permanent people. I mean, I can't process all that stuff. I'm just going to let all the administrators and all that stuff tell me who we're going to play, and we go play. But this is. I tell you, it's a beautiful place. I hadn't been here in a long time. Man, what a beautiful campus. It's really beautiful campus, and great facilities. They've done an awesome job. When we were here in 09, that we were in a bunch of trailers, I think. Right? I don't think this wasn't here. And so that turned out great, this west end zone, if you will, kind of like our west end zone. But this is a really, really nice place. And so it's kind of cool to be able to come up here. I hadn't been here, so I couldn't really even remember it. I'd been here, except for the one time. So, it's neat for our guys to be able to come up here. Great environment. Thought their fans were really good, and our fans were good. We had a lot of fans here, but it was a good matchup. Clemson, North Carolina, they played every year forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. But it just kind of is where we are right now with big conferences and divisions and all that stuff. So you just kind of take it as it comes. But certainly was a great college football game today. And sure there was a lot of people disappointed that the Tigers came out on top, but we did.
What were some of your halftime conversations in the locker room?
We just got to play better. I mean, we don't lose to Clemson. I mean, that's what we talk about every week. I mean, don't lose to Clemson. Control things you can control, and we were not doing a very good job of that. You don't want to take anything away from the opponent because they were doing a good job, but we need to do a better job of things that we control, and that's when we've been at our best. Is when we don't make some of the mistakes that we made, because those things come back to bite you against teams, and again, it was just kind of a perfect formula that kind of worked out. I know their plan was if this thing's close in the fourth quarter, we got a chance, and we got to hope we get a turnover. We got to hope they put some long drives together. Let's force them to be patient, and let's see if they can play mistake-free football. Well, we did. We did not. We were very mistake-prone, but they made some plays too. They made some really good plays where we did what we were supposed to do, and they just made a better play than we did. So we give them a lot of credit. But again, it was a 4-quarter game, and it was a 14-14 at the half, and I thought we played about as bad as we could play. And it's 14-14. So let's find a way to win the game, and that's what we did.
Dabo, you mentioned a couple of times people just expect you to come out and destroy everyone because you're these large favorites and there's no ranked teams on the schedule. So how do you fight against that perception when everybody is expecting you to blow out?
Well,
everything you
I
blow
mean, same way we've been doing it for the last 7 years. It's the same. It's no different. I mean, we've had 8. Could be our 9th 10-win season in a row. I mean, we've been doing it a long time, so it's no different. I mean, we make it all about us. We prepare every week. It's the biggest game of the year, and we learn as we go. You know, we just keep learning, keep challenging ourselves. You develop leadership. You develop ownership. Teams get better. You know, teams change. I mean, it's a different team than last year. So even though there's some of the same pieces, but it's a very different team. And so, you know, we just do what we do. We learn and we grow. And we don't get defined by one game, whether it's good or bad. We just move on. And you know, so we learn from each one. And again, sometimes people say, "Oh, well, sometimes it's good to lose a game." I'm like, well, why we got to lose to learn? I like learning when we win. It's a lot better. So this isn't new. I mean, we've been winning a long time, and it's just part of what we do. We've been getting the best from everybody for a long time. So it's just business as usual. Let's get back to work, you know. Have a good Monday. Watch this tape. We got we'll have us a nice little film session on Monday. Can't wait. It'll be great. It's called accountability. It's called ownership. It's called truth. Then on Monday, let's get our mind right. You know, let's look. Hey, man. Sometimes it's just, golly, they got a great player, man. They had made a great play. But we'll focus on the things that we can do better. Again, the things that we control. That's it. On to the next one.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
Players